Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Umbrella Academy Plan B Issue 2. Okay, so we have Issue 2 here of Umbrella Academy Plan B. Look, I like this. I had to read this twice. Not because it's particularly complicated. The artwork is so loose sometimes that it's difficult to figure out what character's which. And the writing doesn't have a thing where, most people kind of, especially in a new issue, go, call the person by the name so everyone knows who's talking. Don't do that in this. Yeah, I worked it out, but anyway, so we start up with the professor activating the robot and basically saying that primary objective is look after the children. Secondary objective is uh, keeping them safe and keeping them out of sight. Then we cut to the academy. This is where it got a bit confusing because I couldn't figure out which it was for a second, and obviously the little logo is very very tiny on these. So I mean, even on these, you see, you can't even see it. So it's just for a second, I think, well, who are these people talking? Right, so again, you can't skip back, you realise who it is. Anyway, they're talking about doing their thing and kind of policing the area. They're playing football outside with the dismembered head of a bad guy, and apparently this lass here is not having any of it. She's rather not do it, and so insubordination is not an option. So maybe she's the weak link. I don't know, but she's basically getting a bit fed up with it all. Then we've got the kind of a meeting with the president, it seems, that is kind of like complaining about the idea of the Sparrow Academy kind of policing everybody. And then something weird happens, and he goes, "Oh, no, it's fine. It's all good." So obviously he's been manipulated somewhere along the line. Hotel Oblivion number 5 is looking in the mirror, and this is the bit that got me for a second. I couldn't figure out what's going on. He pulls his face down, and he's kind of really surprised, and then he looks in again. He's got picks that hair out, and it's white. And I think, and it went for a second. I think, well, what is that? What's that about? Bit of Google foo and a bit of rereading again. It's like, right, okay, this kid is supposed to be 60 years old and stuck in the body of a 10-year-old, and apparently now he's aging. There's obviously something's happening to him. I thought, obviously, he pulls his face at that. I thought he might have some kind of lines in here to kind of say it's not springing back, kind of thing. Um, anyway, she comes in and kind of speaks to him what's going on, and says, "Oh, he's got a load of guns. He's going to go and do what he needs to do." And then they're talking about having seen Diego, and he's like, "Well, yeah, that's where I got the guns from. Old mate in is kicking his heroin habit, and he's stuck in away. Space Boy's got missing." Um, and then yeah, then we get these crooks. They're doing their crookie thing, and Diego's there. He captures them all, and they basically complain that they've got nowhere to put all the supervillains because they ran out of space. And then he has a meeting with his other dudes. Um, and again, I don't. It's all. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but it's all like a bit vague. Um, old Professor mate is having with this bloke here, and he's going, "Oh, it'd be really cool if I was president of the United States." And about that, that just seems silly. And it's like, "Oh, maybe not." So obviously he's going to try and manipulate him to be president. And then this guy at the end of it is doing this ritual to this weird monstery thing that's out there, and he's kind of like talking to this giant eyeball. Again, I don't know who this is. This is the thing. I just don't understand. Can't figure out half the people who they are. There's no mention of names. There's no mention of people. There's nothing. It's just completely like no one's got a distinguishing feature enough that I can go, right, okay, that's him, that's him, that's him. Everyone that's kind of regular normal guys, the NPC, the NPC, the play, the background people, effectively, not the heroes, because all the heroes all look perfectly fine. You tell the tall guy, the girl with the ponytail, the guy with the blob, that's fine. It's these people that I have the problem with. The people that I can't figure out who's who. Um, so who he is doing his ritual, don't know, ain't got a bloody clue. But yeah, I'm sure it'll come to light at some point. It just would be nice to know as I was reading it. But yeah, again, I've always liked the Umbrella Academy since day one. Some series have been better than others, as I mentioned before. This one could go could be very interesting, obviously with an opposing team. But at the moment, we're 2 issues in. And all we've really seen is the actual academy themselves kind of effectively on the run and sitting around doing now. So we shall see. Anyway, I've had enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.